Hello guys, this is Nadeem from Maths TV. Hope you will like this video. Before starting, I just wanted to invite you to be a part of our YouTube family. You can do this by just clicking the red subscribe button. Also press the bell icon so that you get notifications for newly released videos. And do not forget to follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. Without wasting your time, let us start.
Let us go through Pearson Edexcel International GCSE 4 MB101 May 2019. This is from Mathematics B. Question number 1. A shop sells a tablet computer for $230. The shop increases the price of tablet computer by 5%. Calculate the price of the tablet computer after this price increase. So 230 was the original price, and there's increment of 5%. So we'll calculate 105% of this value. So we'll get the new price. So we can calculate 230 multiply by 105 divided by 100. And answer will get 241.5. So our answer will be $241.5. So 241.5 will be our answer. Question number 2. The nth term of a sequence is given by this general formula they have provided. Find the first 3 terms. So we can write first term, and n is equal to 1 for first term, so 5 into 1 square minus 1, and this will be equal to 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. So basically this is not 1, this is 2, so we will write here 2 and 2, and this will be, instead of 4, this will be 3. 5 minus 2 will be 3. So first term will be this one. Then we can find the second term. Second term will be when we replace n is equal to 2. So n is equal to 2 means 5 into 2 square minus 2, and this will be 5 into 4 minus 2, which is equal to 20 minus 2 will be 18. So the second term will be 18. First term, second term, we are done with first 2 terms. Then third term. For third term, we will be replacing n is equal to 3, and our equation will become 5 into 3 squared minus 2. So this will be 5 into 3 squared will be 9 minus 2, which is equal to 45 minus 2, so it will be 43. This will be our third term. So we can mention here first term will be 3, second term will be 18, and third term will be 43. This will be our answer. Now here comes question number 3. The lengths of the sides of a triangle are in the ratio 4:5:6. The perimeter of the triangle is 80. Find the length of longest side of the triangle. Longest side ratio is 6, and sum of ratios we can write is equal to 4 plus 5 plus 6, which is equal to 15. So this will be side, so longest side we can write, longest side will be equal to 6 by 15. So 6 out of 15 multiplied by this 80 will be equal to 6 divided by 15 and multiplied by 80. This will give us 32. So this will be 32 will be our answer, 32 centimeters. Question number 4. Factorize fully, and we'll have to take the maximum common, and maximum from 9 and 12 we can take 3 common, then x also we can take common, and y we can take common. So remaining will be 3x plus this will be 4, and x is gone out, y is gone out, so it will be y and z, and this will be our final answer, which we can write over here. 3xy into 3x plus 4yz. This will be the final answer. Then question number 5, we have to make x as subject, and x is over here, so we'll shift w, so it will be yw is equal to 8 into x plus 1. Now we can shift 8 also, so it will be yw over 8, which is equal to x plus 1. Now we can shift 1 also to the side, so x will be equal to yw over 8 minus 1. This can be answer, or we can write in form of LCM. I will keep as it is, so it will be x is equal to yw or wy over 8 minus 1. This will be our final answer. Question number 6, simplify fully, and powers we'll have to take care of, so it will be 2 raised to power 3, separating powers for everything, so x raised to power 3, y raised to power 2 into 3 will be 6, and over this will be 4xy squared, and this one we can write 2 cube, we can write 8, and this will be x cube minus 1, we are adjusting these two, and y raised to power 6 minus 2, and this 4 we can write over here, so 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Now this will be our final answer, 2, and this will be x squared and y raised to the power 4. This will be our final answer, so 2x squared y raised to the power 4. Now question number 7, a graph is provided, and the diagram shows a curve drawn on a grid. By drawing a suitable straight line on the grid, find and estimate to a 1 decimal place of the gradient of the curve at the point when x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 will be this point, so at this location we have to draw the gradient, and we can draw the gradient by the help of scale. We'll have to draw the straight line. I'll move the page. So this is basically x is equal to 1, and our line should touch the curve at a single point. So if we draw line, this is the line which we have drawn at x is equal to 1, and now we will complete the triangle. To complete this triangle, we can take this point, and second point we can take, for example, this one. So if I draw the triangle, this will be, we can take a bigger triangle like this one, this, and okay, so we have drawn the triangle. I will be shading the triangle which we are considering for the gradient. So this is done, and rise is how much? 1 2 3 4, and it is 4.8. so this side will be 4.8 will be y value, and x value will be 1 2 3 4 5 boxes, so it means this will be 1. So this side will be 1, and so this will be we can check. This is basically, if we extend this up to this one, this point, so this side will be 5 and this side will be 1. So instead of 4.8 we can take 5, this one, this is 5 and this side is 1, So gradient, we can apply formula. M will be equal to rise over run, which is equal to 5 over 1. So answer will be 5. So our answer will be 5 and it is plus 5. Question number 8. Solve the inequality. An inequality is provided. We'll have to solve this inequality. So x, we can shift this 3x to this side. So it will be 5x plus 3x is less than 20 minus 4. We have shifted 4 to this side. So this will be 8x is less than 16. So x is less than 16 over 8, which will be 8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So x is less than 2. Now this is the information which we got from this inequality. Represent on the number line below your solution of the inequality in part A. So x is equal to 2 is this point, so we'll draw a circle without filling it. So a white circle, and less than, so less than will be this side, negative side, so we'll make arrow on this side. So this will be representation. If it is less than equal to, then we will fill this white. Instead of white, in that case we will be having filled circle. Now question number 9. The points O, A and B and O, A, B and C are such that OA is provided, OB is given and AC is also given. We have to find BC mod. So what we can do, we can just for your understanding, we can take, for example, this is our O and this is A, and this can be B. So this is A, this is B, and for example, say this one is C. So OA is this vector, OB is this vector, OA is provided, OB is provided, and AC is also provided. This is AC direction. Now we have to find BC. BC will be from B to C. So we can take this route. If we take from B to C, if we take this route, it will be negative BO plus OA plus AC. So we can write BC is equal to minus OB plus OA plus AC. So this is the equation which we got from here. Now we can replace this one. Minus OB will be minus of 5 and minus 3, and plus OA is minus 2 and 4, and AC will be plus minus 1 and minus 1. Now we can find this BC. BC will be equal to minus 5, so minus 5, minus 2 and minus 1, and minus 3 plus 4 and minus 1, and this implies this will be minus 7 and minus 1 will be minus 8. So it will be minus 8, and this will be basically this will be minus, this is not minus 3, this will be minus plus. So 7 minus 1 will be 6, so here will be 6, this one. Now this is our BC vector, and BC vector will be this one. So we have to find BC vector magnitude basically. So this will be equal to x component square minus 8 squared plus 6 squared, this one under root, and this will be 64 plus 36 root, which is equal to 100 root, which is equal to 10. So absolute value will be 10. This distance will be 10 units. Hopefully you got this. Question number 10a part, write this number in standard form. So we'll have to move the decimal from this side to in between 3 and 4. So how many jumps we'll be taking? it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 jumps. So we can write 3.4 into 10 raised to the power 8. So this will be our final answer. And calculate, giving you your answer in standard form. So we have to calculate this. So what we can do, we can write first step as 2 into 10 raised to the power 99 divided by 5 into 10 raised to the power 110. So we can calculate this. So the easiest way to solve this type of questions with powers is separate these two. For example, this one we can separate it like 2 raised to power 5, 2 divided by 5 will be equal to 0.4. So we can write it as 0.4 into 10 raised to the power 99 and minus 110. We will shift this above. So this portion we can write separately, which will be 10 raised to power 99 minus 110, and this will be 0.4. Now what we can do, we can write 0.4 into 10 raised to the power, this will be minus 11, and now we have to provide answer in standard form. So we will shift this decimal to the other side. So it will be 4 into 10 raised to the power minus 11, and 1 will be for this shifting, so it will be minus 12. So it will be the answer, and 4 into 10 raised to the power minus 12 will be our final answer. Hopefully you understand this. So question number 11, given that for all values of x, find the value of a and b and the value of c. So we have to basically show in completing square format. So what we will do, first of all, we will separate this coefficient of x square. We'll take common from first two terms, and inside will be x square minus 3 by 2x and plus 21 as it is. Now what we can do, we can complete the square. So it will be 2, and in brackets this will be x, and minus this one 3 by 4 square minus this one whatever here, which is 3 by 4 square and bracket close and plus 21. Now we will be opening this square, so it will be 2 into x minus 3 by 4 squared, and minus this will be 2 into 3 by 4 squared and plus 21, and this portion we can separately solve by the help of calculator. So I will start writing this step. 2 into x minus 3 by 4 squared, and this one, if we use calculator, minus 2 into 3 over 4 and whole raised to the power 2 plus 21, and this will be giving us 159 by 8, 159 over 8, so plus 159 over 8. So this is what we have done by the help of calculator. We have solved this portion, and now a is what? A is over here, which is R2, so a will be equal to 2, and b is this location, which is 3 by 4, so RB will be 3 by 4, and c value is this one, which is 159 over 8, and this is our final answer, ABC values. Now question number 12, AOC and BOD are diameters of a circle. So AOC is diameter, BOD is also diameter, center is O, so diameters are passing through center. Prove that triangle ABC and triangle DCB are congruent. So these two triangles we have to prove these are congruent. So we can write that this one AC is equal to BD. So we can write AC is equal to BD, and the reason we will write diameters of same circle. So, and the second step which we can write is basically BC is equal to BC. BC is equal to BC, which is common in both. So we can write common in both triangles. Then what else we can do? We can write angle ABC. ABC is equal to angle DCB, and this is equal to 90 degree, because these are triangles in a semicircle. Like for example, if we consider this triangle is in a semicircle, and BCD, this triangle is also in a semicircle. So angle, we can write angle in a semicircle is right angle. So angle in a semicircle is 90 degree, right? So this is done. So two sides are congruent. So two sides are equal and angles are one angle is equal. So we can apply side angle side theorem. This is equal to side angle side. So this is what we can write answer for this one. So this is done. Basically we have proved. So triangle AOC, basically ABC is congruent to triangle DCB. Hopefully you understand this. Now this is question number 13. The diagram shows a sector OAB of circle, center OA, OB 3.6, this side is also 3.6 centimeters, and angle is provided which is 85. Calculate the perimeter. So the missing side is only this arc, AB arc, and AB arc length. AB arc length we can find by the formula. This will be equal to 2 pi, this will be basically theta over 360 into 2 pi r. So this will be equal to theta is 85. So 85 over 360 into 2 pi into radius, which is 3.6, and we will be calculating this. This will be 85 divided by 360 and multiply by 2 pi, and this will be 2 pi multiplied by 3.6, and this will give us 17 over 10 pi, or 5 point, I will take as it is 17 over 10 pi, 17 over 10 pi, because otherwise in decimal value we have to round it. So I'm not taking this value, I'm taking this one, 17 over 10 pi. Now we will be, this is basically AB length. Now perimeter will be equal to AB length plus 3.6 plus 3.6. So it will be 7 over 10 pi plus 3.6 plus 3.6, and this will be equal to, this is 17 by 10 pi, so this will be plus 3.6 and plus 3.6, and this will give us 12.54. So this is equal to 12.54, and they are asking for three significant figures, so we will round it to 12.5. So answer will be 12.5 centimeters. Hopefully you got this answer. Now this is question number 14. In the diagram ABC, this diagram is not accurately drawn. Is a triangle with the point D and AB and point E on AC. D on AB is this one and E on AC is this one, such that DE is parallel to BC. So these two are parallel to each other. ABC is 40, so ABC is 40. AED is 110. BAC is X. We have to find the value of X. So find the value of X. Give reasons for each stage of your working. So we can write this one. Basically this is 40, so this will also be 40, so 150. This is 40, so this will also be 40 degree. So we can write angle ADE is equal to ADE is equal to 40 degrees. This reason for this one, we can write corresponding angles. And then if this is 40, this is 110, so we can calculate this. So angle X will be equal to or angle we can write BAC, because they have mentioned in question BAC, so we will write BAC will be equal to 180 minus 40 plus 110, and this is interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. This is the reason which we can mention. And so this will be equal to 180 minus 150 will be equal to 30 degrees. So we can write this answer as 30 degrees, and our answer at proper location will be 30 degrees over here. Now this is question number 15. A car traveled at an average speed of this many kilometers per hour for 1.5 hours, and then traveled at an average speed of 56 km per hour for this much time. Calculate the average speed of the car for a whole journey. So we'll have to calculate, and we know speed is equal to distance over time, so we will be applying this. So distance we will calculate. This implies distance will be equal to speed into time, and for this one we will check the distance in both cases. Total distance will be equal to 96 kilometers multiplied by 1.5, this much, and plus this is 56 kilometers and multiply by 2.5. So this will be giving us the total distance covered. We can use calculator. So this will be 96 into 1.5 plus 56 into 2.5, and this will be equal to 428. So this will be 428 will be the total distance, and total time will be equal to 1.5 plus 2.5. This is 1.5 and 2.5. This will be equal to 4 hours. So now we can find the average speed. So average speed will be equal to total distance divided by total time, and total distance is 428 divided by 4. This should not be 428. I think so. We have done some mistake. We'll double check. Yes. So see, this is what we have written by mistake, 2 point something. So we'll have to erase this. And this is 284. This is 284 basically. So this will be 284. I will replace this value by 284. So this will be 284 divided by 4. So 284 divided by 4 will give us 71. So average speed will be equal to 71 kilometers per hour. 71 kilometers per hour will be our answer. Now this is question number 16, and the diagram shows the position of a rock R. Rock R is this one, boat B, which is this one, and lighthouse is over here. Calculate the bearing of R from L. So calculate the bearing of R from L. So basically bearing of L from R will be this much angle, which is 156 they have provided us, and bearing from L, R from L will be this complete angle. So this one will be, if we extend this line a little further to understand the situation. So this will be the situation. So we have to add this angle and plus 180. So we can write 180 plus 156. So adding these two angles, we will get this bearing, and this will be 180 plus 156 will give us 336. So our answer will be 336 degrees. And we can write here 336 degrees. Given that the bearing of B from R is 0.72, B from R is 0.72, so bearing they are discussing is this one, and this is 0.72 degrees, and that RB is equal to RL. So this RB, this is equal to RL. This is also they have given. So calculate the bearing of L from B. So bearing of L from B is required. So to understand the situation, if we join this one, bearing of L from B will be this angle, which is required. So we can check this angle. To understand this drawing, what we can do, we can calculate this angle of the triangle, which is 156 minus 72. So 156 minus 72 will be 84. So this angle is 84. Opposite angles, this angle and this angle are equal. So this will be, we can write this one as steps also we have to write, because this is 3-mark question. So we can write angle BRL. BRL will be equal to 156 degrees minus 72 degrees. This will be equal to 84 degrees, and then we can write angle RBL. Angle RBL will be equal to 180 minus 84 and divided by 2. This will be equal to, because these two angles, 180 minus 84 is 180 minus answer will be equal to 96. So 96 will be divided into two angles. So this will be 96 divided by 2 will give us 48. So if we check this calculation, 180 and minus 84 divided by 2, this will give us 48 directly. So this will be 48 degrees. So this implies this angle is 48 degrees and this angle is also 48 degrees. So these two angles are 48. Now if this is 48 and this angle, if we extend this line, like for example this one, so this much angle is 0.72 degrees and this will be 180 minus 48. The remaining this angle will be 180 minus 48. So we have to add 72 and 180 minus. So this will be 180 minus 48. So we'll have to add this value and we will get answer. So we can write here bearing of L from B, bearing of L from B will be equal to 180 minus 48, this one, plus 72, and if we calculate this, 180 minus 48 is equal to this plus 72 will be equal to 204. So our answer will be 204. Hopefully you understood this processing as well. Now here comes question number 17, and question number 17 says the diagram shows a shape ABCDE made from a rectangle R and a semicircle S. The side DB of the rectangle is the diameter of the semicircle. Given that AB is equal to 9 centimeters and that the area of area of this S semicircle is equal to 2 pi centimeter square, find the area of R, area of rectangle we have to find. So this is basically the S, which is having area as 2 pi, and we know area of a semicircle is what? Area of semicircle is equal to pi r square by 2. So this is semicircle, circle is pi r square, so divided by 2, and which is provided as 2 pi, so this will be equal to 2 pi. Now we can cancel this pi with this one, and r square will be equal to 4, so this implies r will be equal to 2. Now r value is 2. Now we can find basically, if this r value is 2, it means diameter will be equal to, so diameter will be equal to 2 into r. So we can write 2r, which is equal to 2 into 2, which is equal to 4. So 4 centimeter will be this length. So this is 4 centimeter. So we can calculate what do you call the area. So this will be equal to basically area. We can write area of R. Area of R will be equal to 4 into 9, which is equal to 36 centimeter squares, and we can write here answer as 36 centimeter squares. Hopefully you understood this question. Now this is question number 18, which is matrices question. Find the matrix B. We have to find this matrix B. We can use this information given, basically A is equal to this and B is equal to this, to solve this question. So what we can do, we can write B, and instead this is B here, and A we can replace with this value, which is like, for example, minus 2, 1, minus 4 and 3, and this is equal to this side, which is 2, 1, minus 8 and 2. And now we can consider this as B as a matrix, and matrix we can take A, B, C and D, and into this one minus 2, minus 4, 1 and 3, and this is equal to this matrix, which is 2 minus 8 and 1 and 2. And now we can just multiply this into this will be what? Minus 2a plus b, and this into this will be our second term, which will be minus 4a and plus 3b, and second row first column will be minus 2c plus d, and this will be minus 4c plus 3d, and this is equal to 2, 1, minus 8 and 2. Now this is done. Now we can equalize and get the equations. So minus 2a plus b is equal to 2. So basically minus 2a plus b is equal to 2. This is equation 1, and equation 2 we can write here minus 4a plus 3b is equal to minus 8. Now we can multiply this equation by 2 to cancel a, so we can multiply this by 2, and this will be minus 4a plus 2b and is equal to 4. And now we can subtract, so this will be changing signs, this will be cancelled, and b value will be 3b minus 2b will be b is equal to minus 12. Now this b value we got is minus 12. Similarly, we can solve other equations also, like for example we can replace b value in this equation. So we know minus 2a plus b is equal to 2, so we'll replace minus 2a, and minus 12 is equal to 2, so this implies minus 2a is equal to 14, so a is equal to minus 7. So a, we got a value, we got b value. Now c and d. For c and d we will be solving the other two equations. So minus, I'm writing this equation, minus 4c plus 3d is equal to 2, this one, and the second equation we will write minus 2c plus d is equal to 1, and we can multiply this equation by 3, so we'll write here 3, and I will make it 6. So now we can subtract, this will be plus, minus and minus, this will be this will be cancelled, this will not be cancelled, this will be as it is, so this will be 4c and 6c, so plus 6c, so it will be 2c, so 2c is equal to minus 1, so c is equal to minus 1 by 2, we got c is equal to minus 1 by 2, and this value we can replace to get d values. Minus 4c plus 3d is equal to 2, and c minus 4 into minus 1 by 2 plus 3d is equal to 2. This will be cancelled, minus will be cancelled, this will be 2. Now we can write 3d is equal to 2 minus 2, which is equal to 0, so d will be equal to 0. Now these are the values for a, b, c, d. We can write a over here minus 7, and b is minus 12, c is minus 1 by 2, and d is 0. This will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 19. A solid cone has a mass of 1200 grams to two significant figures. So it's rounded. The area of the base of the cone is this much to one decimal place, and the height is this much to two significant figures. So given that density is equal to mass over volume, calculate the upper bound of density of the cone. Give your answer to three significant figures. So we need the upper bound of the density. So maximum answer for density density will be maximum when mass will be maximum or upper bound, and divided by volume should be minimum or lower bound. Now this is the technique which we'll be using for bound. We'll have to check whether we require the upper bound or lower bound. So in case of fraction, the denominator should be lower if we want maximum answer, and numerator should be upper bound. And if we require minimum answer, then this should be minimum and this should be maximum. So in this case we need bound, so we will divide upper bound by the minimum value, which is lower bound. So we will write this one. Mass is provided 1200, so upper bound will be 1250 will be the upper bound of the mass, and divided by volume. Volume will be, volume of the cone is 1 by 3 into area of the base into h. So 1 by 3 into area of base is area of base is this one. So pi, we can write 38. This is area of the base. So we will write the lower bound. So we will write 38 point basically 38.35. So it will be this much, and we require the lower bound of h also, and h is provided 5.0, so this will be 4.95 because this is rounded to two significant figures. Now we will have to calculate this. If we calculate this one, 1250 and divided by 1 over 3 and multiply by 38.35 into 4.95, and this will give us 19.75. so our answer will be 19.7 up to three significant figures. We can write it as 19.7. Hopefully you understood this. Basically a small correction I have just seen. This is see, this is 38.5, so 38.5. Lower bound of 38.5 will be 38.45, but we have taken here 38.35, so I will change this one to 38.45 and we'll recalculate whatever we have done. We will recalculate 1250 and divided by 1 over 3 and multiply by 38.45 and multiply by 4.95, and this will give us 19.70. Yeah, now this is correct. Answer will be 19.7, but this one is basically lower bound will be 38.45. Hopefully you understood this. Now this is question number 20. Two drawings are provided. Diagram not accurately drawn. ABCD and PQRS are two similar quadrilaterals. The side AD of length AD is this much, is the longest side of the quadrilateral, and the side PS, this one, is the longest side of the quadrilateral. The area of the quadrilateral is ABCD is 10 centimeters square. So area of ABCD, this one is 10 centimeter square. Area is this one. Show that the area in centimeter squares of the quadrilateral PQRS is this much, and where AB are integers to be found. So we will check the ratio between the lengths. Ratio between length will be 4 into x square minus 4 divided by 2x plus 4. This divided by this will be our k value, and we'll have to basically simplify this. We can take the square also for k square, and square of this one will be k square. This implies k square will be equal to this whole thing square, so 4 into x square minus 4 divided by 2x plus 4 whole square. This will be the conversion factor. Now we can, the area will be what? Area of this one will be area of this multiplied by this conversion factor. So area of PQRS, so we can write area of PQRS will be equal to 10 into this one, 4x squared minus 4 over 2x plus 4 whole squared. Now we have to simplify this. We can simplify this, can be 10, and this will be we can take 2 common from okay, so what we'll do, we'll simplify. This will be 4, and x square minus 4 we can write is a square minus b square, so it will be a plus b, x plus 2 and x minus 2. Basically we have factorized this x square minus 4 in this format, and we can take 2 common from denominator, and it will be x plus 2 and whole square, and this will be cancelled. 2 2s are 4, and plus will be x plus 2 will be cancelled also, so remaining part will be 10 into 2 into x minus 2 whole squared. So 2 square will be 4, so 4 into 10 will be 40, so we can write 40 into x minus 2 squared. So our final answer will be over here, 40 into x minus 2 whole square. Hopefully you understood this question. Now here comes the question number 21. The lengths of cod caught by fishermen in a small fishing boat last month were measured. The incomplete table and histogram below give information about the length of each cod caught last month. So this is the table provided, and histogram is also provided. We have to complete the table and the histogram. First of all, we can calculate the frequency density. Basically, this is class width, and this is frequency. So frequency divided by class width. So 30 divided by 20. 30 divided by 20 will be equal to 1.5. So this is basically 1.5, and 75 divided by this will be 15, so will be equal to 5. Frequency density for this one is 5. Next is 100, so 100 divided by 10, so 100 divided by 10 will be 10, so this will be 10. Next will be 155, and divided by 10, this will also be 15.5. 15.5, and for this one, 20 divided by 20 will be 1. And now this is what we can identify from the heights of bar. This is basically, see, this is 1, so 1 is representing these two small heights. So small box is equal to 0.5, so this is height is 1, this height is 1. This is basically 15.5, so 0.5 into 5 will be we can check for this 30. Basically this one is 1.5, so 1.5 is from 5 to 25, so each one small height is small box is 0.5, so 0.5 into 3 will be 1.5. 0.5 into 3 will be 1.5, so this height is basically 1.5. We can take this one,
Then next is 25 to 40. 25 to 40 is this one, and which is 5. So 5 divided by 5 divided by 0.5 we will get 10. So height should be 10, 5 here and 5 here. So we can take height up to this level. So we can draw histogram. So we'll be completing this histogram like this. So this bar is also drawn, and this is basically next is 10. So 10 divided by 2 will be 20. So this height will be 20, this height is 10, this height will be basically this will be 31. 15.5 divided by 15.5 divided by 0.5, this will be 31. So this height is 31, and for this height we can check this also. We have to give number for this. So this will be 1 2 3 4 5 boxes. So 0.5 into 5 will be equal to 2.5. So this height will be basically 2.5. So 2.5 multiplied by 20, 2.5 multiplied by 20 will get 50. So this will be, number will be 50. So this is how we can complete this histogram and the table. And after that, B part, it's saying that chord that have a length less than 35 centimeter are returned to the C. Calculate the estimate to one decimal place. Estimate to one decimal place of the percentage of a chord caught that were returned to the sea from the boat last month. So for this estimation, we will go to the table and check 35 centimeter. These 30 are included because this is having length 25 and less. So 30 will be included, but we need to estimate for 35. So this is 25 to 40. So we cannot take 75. So we'll have to take 2/3 of 75 because we are having like 25 to 35. So this difference is 15, but we need only 10. So we'll divide into 3 portions. So we'll calculate 2 by 3 of 75, and 2 by 3 of 75 will give us 50. So what we can do, we can add this 30 and 50. So this working I will write over here. So it will be 30 plus 2 by 3 of 75. So this is equal to 30 plus 50, and which is equal to 80. So our estimate is 80 out of what? This is 80. This is 30 plus 50. So 50 we have taken out of 75 because we don't want 40. We need up to 35. So we have estimated this one as 50. So this is how we have estimated. Now this is 80 out of what? We need to calculate the percentage. So 80 out of these all numbers. So we'll be adding 30 plus 75 plus 100 plus 155 and plus 50 plus 20. So this much multiply by 100. This is how we'll calculate the percentage. So we can write 80 and divided by 30 plus 75 plus 100 plus 155 plus 50 and plus 20, and this will be multiplied by 100 to calculate the percentage, and this will give us 18.60. So 18.60 percentage. So we can give answer as 18.6. This will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this question as well. Now question number 22. The width of rectangle is x meters. The length of the rectangle is 7 meter longer than the width. So for example, if this is the rectangle which we roughly drawn, so width is, this is x, so this is 7 meter longer, so this will be x plus 7. And find the set of values of x for which the area of the rectangle is less than 44. So area will be equal to what? X into x plus 7. This will be the area of this rectangle, and this should be less than 44. So we'll write this, and now we can multiply this. This will be x square plus 7x is less than 44. This implies x square plus 7x minus 44 is less than 0. Now we can use the factorization method or quadratic formula like that. So we will check for factors. So this will be mod 5 3, and coefficient of x square is 1, and coefficient of x is 7, and constant is minus 44. So values are 4 and minus 11. So we can write x plus 11 and x minus 4, and this is basically equal to 0 we can write, and we can solve this. X will be equal to minus 11 and x is equal to 4, and now we can we cannot have minus values because length cannot be, width is basically the length measurement, right? So measurement cannot be negative, so we'll ignore. We can take 0 to 4, so our range will be x will be greater than 0 and less than 4. This will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. This is question number 23. Josh asks the students in his form how many hours they played sport last week. The table shows information about this his result. This is the table. Find the class interval that contains the median number of hours. So median number of hours we have to check. So total frequency we will be adding. So if we add frequency 9 plus 8 plus 5 plus 7 plus 3, this is equal to 32. So we can divide this by 2, 32, this will be 16. So 17th value will be checking. So 17th value will be 8 plus 9 will be 17. So it will be in this class. So this will be the class interval which we will be mentioning as 1 is less, t is greater than or equal to 1 and less than 2. This will be the interval for the median number of hours. Now calculate the estimate 2-3 significant figures, the mean number of hours that the students in Josh form played sport last week. So we'll be checking the mid range. So mid value we can write here. This will be 0.45, this will be 1.5, this will be 2.5, this will be 3.5, this will be 5. So these will be the values. Now we'll multiply this with this, and this will be 0.5 into, I will move the page a little above over here so that you can see. This is 0.5 into 9 plus 1.5 into 8 plus 2.5 into 5 plus 3.5 into 7, and last one is 5 into 3, and we have to divide them by the total of frequencies, and total of frequencies we calculated earlier, I think. So it's 32 something like that. So I will double check. 8 plus 9 plus 5 plus 7 plus 3, and this is equal to 32. So we'll divide this by 32, and now this is the calculation which we will be doing. Now we can write here.
So our fraction will start with 0.5 into 9 plus 1.5 into 8 bracket close plus 2 plus bracket 2.5 into 5, and next value will be 3.5 into 7, and last value will be 5 multiplied by 3 and make it close. And hopefully I have written everything correct, so this will be 2.14. So this will be 2.14, so our answer will be 2.14 at the proper location. This is done. Question number 24. The function f is defined by this one, and find f of 2, so we'll replace x by 2. This will be 4 plus 3 over 2, and this will be 4 plus 3 divided by 2 will be equal to 5.5. So this answer will be 5.5. And next is find the range of f. So range of f, it should be greater than 0, so it will greater than basically 4. This will be because x is greater than 0, so this will be a positive value, so it will be f of x. We can write f of x is greater than 4, and express the inverse function f inverse in the form f inverse of this one. So we can write y is equal to 4 plus 3 over x. Now we have to shift, we'll have to make basically x as subject, so 3 over x will be equal to y minus 4, so we can shift again, so x will be equal to 3 over y minus 4, and we can write in this format. So now we can first swap this one. Basically this will be y is equal to 3 over x minus 4, and we can write this as f inverse of x will be giving us answer as 3 over x minus 4. This will be basically the inverse function which we are supposed to write. The function g is defined by, this is the g function, and we have to find f of g of x. So g of x is this one, so f of g of x. So f of g of x, we have to find what we can do. We can replace in f of x. Our f of x is 4 plus 3 over x. So 3 over x, this is our f of x, but we need g of f of x. So g of x is what? G of x is this one. So we will write here f of 4x minus 5. So this will be equal to 4 plus 3 over 4x plus 5, and this will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. This is 1 mark question, no working mode required. Now this is question number 25. The diagram shows a pyramid with triangular base OAC. The edges OA, OB and OC of the pyramid are perpendicular to each other. So these are all 90 degree they have shown. OA is 7, OB is equal to 12, OC is equal to 5, and calculate the volume in centimeter cube of the pyramid. For volume of the pyramid, we will apply the formula, and we have all three sides provided, so we'll apply 1 by 3 into half of these dimensions, which is 5 into 7 into 12. So this will provide the volume, and we can calculate this volume as this will be 5 into 7 into 12, and divided by 6, this will give us 70. So volume will be 70 centimeter cube. So we can write here 70 centimeter cube. Now the B part, calculate the area in centimeter square to three significant figures of triangle ABC. Now ABC triangle is basically this bigger triangle for which one all three sides are unknown and angles are also unknown. So we will apply basically Pythagoras theorem on these sides, on these three triangles. Like for example 12 square plus 5 square, we will calculate BC. So we can calculate, write BC is equal to root of 12 square plus 5 square, and similarly we can write AB, which will be equal to 7 square plus 12 square under root. So we'll write 7 square plus 12 square. Similarly we can find AC. AC will be 7 square plus 5 square. So AC will be equal to 7 square plus 5 square root, and we can calculate these roots. Root of 12 squared plus 5 squared will be equal to 13. This will be 13, and then root of 7 squared plus 12 squared will be equal to 193 root, and 7 square root of 7 square plus 5 square will be equal to root of 74. This one, so we got all three sides of this triangle. This one we got all three sides. Now we need any of these angles. Now what we can do, this side is 13 basically, and we can use cosine rule to find this angle BAC. So we can write here angle BAC. We can find this angle BAC will be equal to what? How we can find? We can apply cosine rule. So BC square will be equal to AB square plus AC square minus 2 into AB into AC into cos of angle BAC, this one. So this is the cosine rule which we will be applying, and these are the values which we can replace over here. BC is 13, so we can write 13 squared is equal to AB squared will be 193, and root and square will cancel. So AC will be 74, AC square will be 74, and minus 2 into AB will be under root 193, and AC will be root of 74, and cos of angle BAC, which we have to calculate. Now what we can do, we can simplify this. This will be 13 square will be equal to 169. So 169 minus 193 minus 74, I have shifted these to this side, is equal to minus 2 into under root 193 and root of 74 cos of angle BAC. Now this one we can simplify with the help of calculator. So 169 minus 193 minus 74, this will give us minus 98. So minus 98 is equal to, we can multiply these, this will be 2 into, otherwise we will keep as it is, so we will shift to this side. So it will be minus 2 root of 193 and root of 74 is equal to, this one equal to cos of angle BAC, and I'll move the page like this one. Okay, so cos angle BAC will be equal to cos inverse of this value, which is minus 98 divided by minus 2 and root of 193 and root of 74. This one we can in one go calculate this. Cos inverse of minus 98 over minus 2 and root of 193 and another root of 74, and bracket will be closed, and this angle will be equal to 65.79. so this angle is 65.79 degrees. Now we got this angle, which is this one. This angle we got 65.79 degrees. So after calculating this angle, now we have this side which we calculated as root of 74. We have this side which we have calculated 193 root. Now we will apply area of triangle in terms of sine angle. So we will apply here. This will be area of triangle ABC. ABC will be equal to root of 74. This will be basically 1 by 2 into AB sine C under root of 193 and sine of 65.79 degrees, and this will be we can calculate this. This will be 0.5 into root of 74 and multiply by root of 193 and sine of 65.79, so multiply by sine of 65.79, and this will give us 54.49. so area will be 54.49. this will be the area which we have to provide in three significant figures. So we'll write it approximately 54.5 and 54.5 centimeters square will be our final answer. Hopefully you understand this question as well. Now question number 26, we have to solve. Question number 26, solve the simultaneous equations. Two equations are provided. So we can use substitution method to solve this, and for substitution method we will be taking value of x or y and we will be replacing in the other equation. So for that one, what I will do, I will take x value from this equation. This will be equal to 5 minus 2y, and this one we will be replacing in this equation, which is 5 minus 2y square will be equal to 10 minus y squared, and we can open square. This will be 25a square plus b square, which is 4y square, minus 2 into a into b will be 20. Y is equal to 10 minus y square. Now next we can shift everything to this side, so it will be 4y squared plus y squared minus this will be 20y, this one, and plus 25 and minus 10 is equal to 0. Now we have to add the like terms, so y squared, this will be 5y squared and minus 20y plus this will be 15 is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation in terms of y, and we can solve this mod 5 3, and this will be coefficient of y square is 5, coefficient of y is minus 20, and coefficient and constant value is 15, and this will be giving us 3 and 1. So y minus 3 and y minus 1 is equal to 0. This implies y is equal to 3 and or y is equal to 1. So 3 and 1 will be
the y values, these y values we can replace in this original equation. X plus 2y is equal to 5. So replace y is equal to 3. So x is equal x plus 6 is equal to 5. This implies x is equal to minus 1. This will be one value, and if we replace y is equal to 1, so this implies x plus 2 into 1 will be equal to 5. So x will be equal to 5 minus 2, and this will be x is equal to 3. This will be answer. So x value will be 1 and 3. We can write the values on the next page, which is provided for this. So x value will be minus 1 and 3, and y value will be 1 and 3. These will be our answers. We are done with this question number 26. Now this is last question, question number 27. A curve has equation. This equation is provided: x cube minus 4x square plus 2x. Find the x coordinate of each of the points on the curve at which the tangent of the gradient of the tangent of the curve is equal to 2. And gradient, we know we are finding dy by dx to find the gradient. So dy by dx, derivative of this one will be 3x squared minus 8x plus 2. This will be the derivative, and we know that this is equal to 2, so we'll put equal to 2, and our quadratic equation will be 3x squared minus 8x plus 2, and minus 2 on this side. This will be cancelled, so we can take x common, so it will be 3x minus 8 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, or the other value will be 3x minus 8 is equal to 0. So this implies x is equal to 8 by 3, and these will be the two values which we can mention as x is equal to 0 and 8 over 3. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and if you like to be notified by the incoming videos, don't forget to subscribe Maths TV, and also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows. Also introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.